Stop the clock so we can slow it down. It's time we find our way to a higher ground. All my love is waiting for you to make a move. Stop ignoring boys' faces and get behind the groove. Cause the way you walk and the way you stare, never mind my tears. Man, I think I'm out of get slow. Maybe wanna lose control. Can't breathe tonight. I had to own the law. Set fire and burn and rise. Take your flight and hold tight. Boy, you know my time, my left, not giving it up. Boy, you know you're all in the way, boy. You know my time, my left, not giving it. He's gone wrong, yeah, gone on and glow up. You know my time, my left, not giving it up. You know you're all in the way, boy. You know my time, my left, not giving it. He's gone wrong, yeah, gone on and glow up. Can't breathe tonight. I have to own what I set fire and burn and rise. Take the flight and hold tight.
Yeah, it's the young born, never short of the perfect. Steady dripping sauce, young, keeping the tone wet. But buzzing with the honey, sitting king with a throne neck. Ollie bang a body while your nigga ain't home yet. He fucked up, so I let him fuck nigga go. You did your big one, I'm still doing bigger dough. Played you the ball to score, but you dropped it. Wasn't in his plan, so of course my guy blocked
It's
it.
the way you walk and the way you stare, never mind my tears. Man, I think I'm out of get slow. Maybe wanna lose control. Boy, you know my time, my left, not giving it up. You know you're all in the way, boy. You know my time, my left, not giving it. He's gone wrong, yeah, gone on and glow up. You know my time, my left, not giving it up. You know you're all in the way, boy. You know my time, my left, not giving it. He's gone wrong, yeah, gone on and glow up.
I can't concentrate.
It's the pretty Sadiddy kitty, I'm back up on the market. Picking a player pocket, I'm about to have him starving. Taking the loops, knocking boots, my body rocking. Never the two, I'm the one, so nigga stop it. Yeah, karma finna pay me stacks. I know your new trick, watch it, so relay this back. Finna have it don't lock like a chokehold.
I don't got no time for a bro code.
Let me go, but I'm letting go. Let go, but I'm letting go. Let go, but I'm letting go. Let go, but I'm letting go.
Yeah, and that's on Lil Mo.
What's up, guys? My name is Sam, and this is
Oliver Twixt.
and we are from season 5 of Netflix's The Circle here at the Bumble headquarters in New York City, and this is
The Cocktail Hour.
so boom. We're gonna take the picture.
All right.
First thing we're gonna do is take the Bumble OG, so we have to put 4.
Juntos.
Wow. Oh no, I tripped. I fell.
Oh!
Next, we're gonna take the Bumble XO, 4 and 4.
4. Oh my God. Here we go.
What if I gotta sneeze? Like, ha!
Okay, just a little one.
Achoo. Sous chef, 1 cup of orange juice.
On it.
Sous chef.
Yeah.
1 cup of passion. Well, no, that's a half a cup of passion juice.
On it.
We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of lime juice.
On it.
Wow. Now mix it. Throw it in a circle.
Ow.
Throw it in a circle. Ow. Okay.
I love the color. It's like a
now-
sunset.
We have to top it with the grenadine. Ooh, look at that. So we need a lime or orange and then some cherries. Wow.
Beautiful.
And then lastly,
A cherry.
I'm gonna name this drink a glass of poor decisions because I'm sure I'm gonna do a lot of that after I drink this cup.
That is really good.
That is so good. Thank you, Bumble.
Thank you so much, Bumble.
Bumble, the greatest of all time.
Yeah. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. But it's better celebrate. Play it one time, you gon' play again and again. Come one, come all, come all this tenor. CWISC, the winner. Ha!
Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Praise the Lord, everybody. What's going on? Y'all know who it is. It's Oliver Twixt here. The head nerd in charge, your nerd boy cutie, always reporting for duty to do the Lord's work once again. And we are in the Twix exclusive classroom, honey, about to get into some web reality foolishness. Now, I know we've been posting about this live for feel like 5 years at this point, but there's no better time than the present, and I'm so honored to be sharing this digital virtual space with someone who I definitely consider a pioneering icon in the web reality genre. Y'all know who I'm talking about, Sir Akeem Gianni, okay? Legendary out here in these YouTube streets. We all, and I believe for the most part, the majority of us came to know about him on Chasing Atlanta, being one of the OGs, original gangster. And I'm gonna say this right now, a lot of hoes be running around talking about they are OG. I be hearing people say they are OG over here, they are OG over here, they are OG over here. In order for you to be an OG, you have had to have been there since day one. I used to get I won't say offended, but I found it disrespectful when people would consider me an OG of Chasing Atlanta. No, I was the MVP. But I was not the OG. I was not the OG. There are people who came before me who put in the necessary work for all of us, including myself, to stand on, and Sir Akeem Gianni is one of them. And it was honestly, as we're getting into more web reality things, I just found it so important to really have this moment with him because I feel like, in my opinion, a lot of people let me not say a lot of people, I feel as if some of the gatekeepers in the web reality world don't always include the people who came before this present iteration, and I just find it so important to keep these faces and these stories and these people alive. You know, like there would be no Oliver, there would be no Kendra, there would be no whoever the fuck is going on right now if it were not for individuals like the person that we're going to talk to today. So without further ado, I'm going to shut the fuck up and bring on our special guest for today, Sir Akeem Gianni. What's going on, darling?
Hey, love. How are you? We finally did it. We here. Thank God.
We finally did it. I love to hear you call people whore. I think that is so funny.
Whore. Do you know people love that? You know why? They come up to me and they say, King, you don't say hoe, you say whore. Mm-hmm. I always said it like that. I don't, unless I know I say fuck you, hoe, but it just don't sound right. Fuck you, whore. That's me.
Whore sounds so much more intentionally deviant. Like it just sounds more direct. Whore versus hoe, you know?
Yes, that is a lot of people like that, but yeah, that's how I talk.
I'm so happy you are here today, and I'm so excited to get into the things of the things with you.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for allowing me to be on your platform. I'm totally excited.
Yeah. So I don't know how many times we've met. I remember definitely at least once when we were filming season 3 at Cameron's birthday party. And I
Yes.
tell this story very often about when I met you and what you
I
said to
do.
me, which we're gonna talk about today. But have
Okay.
you and I ever met in person before other than that?
I think you know what. Then, matter of fact, because I was filming season 3, we'll get on all of that. But then remember we did the premiere when Kendra Lil Wayne performed, where Wayne the Pain performed, whatever that premiere when King of Reeds was there. I was there as well. I saw you then. But that's so strange. We always been in the same city, but we don't see each other that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be ducked off, you know. I'll be
Doing
ducked
your
off
thing.
do my own little thing. Yeah. So, like I said earlier, I came to know you. Is that my mic doing that? Is that my mic sounding crunchy? Is that me? Hold on, let me see something.
Okay.
Is that me? Is that me, guys? Or is that like feedback? Hakeem, do you have headphones?
Uh, they're not charged right now. I have Bluetooth, but they're not charged.
Okay, we'll get through it. It's okay. We've gotten through worse. But I became aware of you through Chasing Atlanta, right? Seasons 1 and 2. Of course, Chasing Atlanta when it came on the scene was a huge thing, still is. And we all fell in love with your personality. And I know for me watching the show before I joined, I just enjoy the and I'm sorry to describe it this way, but I just enjoy how erratic you were. Like you never knew what Hakeem was gonna say. You never knew what he was gonna do. You never know what version you was gonna get. Whether you was gonna get the Hakeem that wanted to fight, cuss, fuck, spit. It was always just a roll of the dice, and I just loved how much of a wild card you were. So, like, take us back to you before we even discovered you on Chasing Atlanta. What were you doing?
Oh wow, that's a great question. I was still in the business. I was still in the entertainment, doing web series. I was doing trade it all. I was doing that with KL. Me, KL, and Ja was doing that prior before me even thinking about a reality show. That and also I was performing. I used to do performances like with entertainment, lip syncing shows. I was doing most of that. But prior to that, I've always kind of dug in and out of the entertainment. Like I modeled before. I was extras as a little boy in movies that are out now. So yeah, I always been in the entertainment business. Not getting paid for it, but now I get it. But another thing.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from here. I was the only one chasing Atlanta that was originally from Atlanta.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yup.
Born
Rest
and raised.
born and raised, yeah. All my family here, my daddy's side, my mother's side, every time I do reunions, holidays, my family just stay like right below the airport.
Gotcha. So I remember, I think maybe at the end of season 2, I don't know, maybe I saw an interview somewhere, but I feel like I heard you say you had a job at the time, like in health, or like you basically had like a really good job. I feel like I've always heard that about you. You've always had a really good job. Do you want to get into that? Like what have you done professionally?
I'm normally I have did healthcare because I graduated from a trade school for got my medical administrative degree. So I did that for a while, but it just really wasn't me. I still have my diploma and all. Other than that, I just mostly did like customer service work. I deal with HVAC. I've always been in management, things like that. I've always kept a good job, and I always will try to keep a good job. Ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. Trust and believe that.
Ain't nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. Not a goddamn thing wrong with it. I don't think there's nothing wrong with getting money. You know, as long as you get money, you ain't commit no crime. Go get it.
Hey, that part.
So you were already in entertainment. What were your dreams for yourself? You wanted to be a what? Was it a reality TV star?
Good question. After I did trade the series, it was a scripted series, a scripted show, and then I was like, okay, it's kind of good, woo, woo, woo. But I kind of felt like in my head, I was already approaching KL with like doing my own reality show because I was like, okay, the way the people are gonna really get to know,
KL Allen. I'm so sorry. It just hit me.
yeah, KL Allen.
Oh wow, KL was doing scripted web series. I never knew that. Okay.
We have if you look at trade now, it's over 3 million views. on one of those episodes. It's over 3 million views. So we did a lot.
So let me ask you this: is this around the time? Because I think, okay, is this around the time when like DL Chronicles was like a thing on YouTube and stuff like that?
Uh, DL Chronicles. Were you on there?
No, but I used to watch
Oh,
these. I used to watch these. Oh, you talking about was I? No, I was just bringing the focus back. I used to
oh,
watch these in high school.
yeah, DL Chronicles. Do you remember Free Fall?
No.
These. It was other web series out there, and these shows they was all bigger than us, but we came and just kept going and going, and we just kind of crushed them, and they left, we stayed, and now we gone, and reality is here. But so yeah, I was doing that, and I something told me like just start trying to do some reality so people can get to know Akeem like me. And so once I just got in that space, I just continued to audition, 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 and I had literally gotten on 4 different shows, but only 2 picked up.
And which were the two?
Chasing Atlanta and G Saturday to your hustle.
Gotcha. Okay. So tell me, how did you come to find out about chasing Atlanta, and then like how did you segue from originally working with KL to now working with new creators at the time in Dario? I'm assuming in Dario and Kevon Burns.
Yes, Kevon Burns and Dario Abram. I'm Dario, but I'm Dario, we say. Good question. This was kind of at the same time. You know how it is, Oliver. I was chasing, I was hustling, I was doing everything just to get myself out there. And it's crazy how you get that drive when you first you get it and you don't want to stop. And that's what I was on. And so maybe in, I would say, July, August, I had auditioned for G Status. July, August of 2017, I auditioned. Got on there.
G status was a thing as far back as 2017.
Yes, it's a story. This was before I auditioned for Chasing Atlanta.
See, this is why I'm so, and I'm gonna be jumping in asking you questions. This is stuff I wasn't around at this time. I didn't know. This is so interesting. And okay, keep going. Okay, G status was an idea as far back as 2017. Wow.
Correct, yeah, and I got my audition of G Status is still on YouTube. It probably say 8, 9 years now. But yeah, so I auditioned, and in between us auditioning, I did a pilot for G Status, and then the pilot just kind of stayed still. But then, like mine, like I said, July, August. So then I get in October 2017. That's when Chasing Atlanta. I was just searching. I was searching. You know how I found Chasing Atlanta?
How?
To my knowledge, on Craigslist talent. To my
Really?
knowledge, that's how I found it. Because I was at work, and you know I work, but I still be scrolling through the nets. And I was still just looking for stuff. I was just hungry. Like I said, I was chasing. I was hungry. I was hustling. And so I saw about LGBT reality show coming out, this and that. So I just hit them back and just basically typing, no sending no audition type of stuff. And so I sent information over, and then Kevon invited me to do some sort of like a pre-audition tape or so. So I sent them that, and then I eventually met with him and Dario downtown by Lenox Mall and did my interview, auditioned in.
And that was your
So
first time meeting them.
that was my first time meeting them. Yeah. So yeah, so I was kind of in the midst with both. I had did a pilot for G Status, then I went to audition for Chase Atlanta. Then before I know it, in November, Chase Atlanta was filming their first scene, and that was the hotel scene when the catfish thing came out.
Wow. I'm just so gagged at just the history. I never knew this. This is just something I just never knew. Thank you so much for sharing that. And
Yeah.
so, did KL feel any way back then about you now joining another up and coming? Well, I can't even say up and coming at that point because they hadn't put out any product to say up and coming, and that's no shade at all. They were just starting out. Did KL feel any way about you joining another team of creatives on YouTube creating content?
No, because I don't have that type of contract with him, and then plus trade was just what it was. I remember the scene that we had over Jalen's fourth housewarming party. Well, Lauren, England now, but the fourth housewarming party, we was filming trade. I'm sorry. I mean, you know what I'm saying when I say.
Oh no, I'm not stopping you at all. You do your thing. I know what I'm getting into. Okay, I know what I'm getting
Well,
into. You do your thing.
Devon wasn't lying. That was my second time being there for a housewarming. So, but that was the fourth housewarming party, and and I was filming Trey, and that day we was doing a photo shoot, doing whatever, and I actually left. I left there. I let him know I had to leave and go film here. Woo, woo, woo. Went there by 30, 45 minutes to an hour, filmed, and came back to Trey. So he was okay with that.
Somebody said, "Is this pre-recorded?" No, baby, we live on the air. So I want to know from you, another OG, what was told to you about what the vision for Chasing Atlanta was and the direction the two creators at the time, and Dario and Kevon wanted to take it. I've always heard Lauren say that she was told that Chasing was basically going to be like this housewives, basketball, wives, love and hip hop mashup of like all these successful people from the community in Atlanta doing their thing. They have a certain lifestyle. They all have accolades, you know, and they're all like actively pursuing their dreams, but they've kind of already kind of done some things, right?
Right.
What was communicated to you at the beginning?
Simply that. Simply that, because I know, I'm not sure how everybody else came on, but I remember when, we was down at it, when I first auditioned, I met Dario and Kevon. We was at an office building down there by Lennox Mall. And when I was walking out, I remember Jalen Lauren England sitting down at the time for her audition. So I think me and her went through the same process. So we possibly was told the same thing at that time. I don't even think, to be honest with you, I don't even think we had a name. They just had a concept of a show. So I don't think it was about, well, let's go chase. We already had started filming before the name even came out with it. To my knowledge, to be honest with you, I don't know. I kind of heard that Jalen Lauren England came up with that name. That's what I heard, Bird.
Who told you that?
I heard that during that season that Lauren came up with that name, Chasing Atlanta. I don't know, because she's been down there, you know, in Sweet Home, Alabama this whole time, but she wanted to come to Atlanta and chase it. I think that's what happened.
Oh my God, you are so funny.
I love Lauren. Shouts out to you, boo.
Yeah, shout out to Lauren. Is my audio fucking up?
Or is it me? Because it sounds like I can hear a little feedback from myself.
It may be, I think it's because you don't have headphones, and so it's like creating like a thing.
Okay.
But it's okay. I can hear you. Doing on our first commercial break, I'm gonna try to switch out my mics to see if that'll help us out. Okay, thank you so much for that tidbit. See, this is shit I never knew. This is so interesting. That would be a gag if Lauren England. Dare said mine is bad. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix it. Let's go to a quick commercial break. I'm gonna try to fix it right fast. Listen, y'all, we got Sir Akeem Gianni in the building in the Twist exclusive classroom, giving us the things of the things. Don't go nowhere because there will be more after this. When your star is shining bright, believe Facebook is going to know about it. It's the head of the charge here, Oliver Twixt, back with another Twixt tip for you Facebook creators. Y'all better be looking out for the Rising Creator label. I got it 3 months ago. It helped me triple my number of followers in 1 week. You heard me. 1 week. Facebook every week gives a handful of creators a badge of honor, the Rising Creator label. The badge recognizes creators with strong audience engagement whose content meets quality, originality, and integrity guidelines. And what's the big prize, you ask? The algorithm recommends you in people's Facebook feeds as a rising creator to follow. So, what can you do to get the Rising Creator label? Tip 1. Make timely content on Facebook in multiple formats. You want a mix of reels, text posts, photos, and stories to show you're maximizing your presence on the platform. Tip 2. Make engaging content that gets people excited to react and comment on your posts. So reply to your comments and keep the conversation going. Tip number 3. Follow Facebook's guidelines. Get familiar with Facebook's content and partner monetization, which means to post content that you created yourself. That's all I got for y'all. Drop down in the comment section below and let me know how it goes for you. We want to see that content, baby. And hopefully get more rising stars added to the collection. And that's the team. Ooh, how does this sound?
You
Does it
sound
sound better?
yes, you sound so much more clear.
Oh yeah, I fixed it. Okay, awesome. So we're still talking about early days of chasing Atlanta. Okay, so I also want to know like what else were you told about the show? So it was gonna be like this Housewives of Atlanta luxury basketball wife, all the people. What else were you told? What about? Did they say anything about money or networks or like getting picked up or like anything like that?
Not in the beginning. No, we didn't hear them any of that. And it was just fun. It was something to do. We didn't have much of our representation at that time, and so I just wanted to do it. I don't think nobody really went into it like for the money thought at that time because again, it was just in the beginning. It was just Lauren, myself, Devon, Cameron, and Lyric. And then once we had got halfway through our first season of filming, almost towards the end, that's when Scott and Nico came on. And when Scott and Nico came on, Nico was trying to, I guess, get it up to the network. So Nico had been, Little Women or whatever. So they were trying to do some sort of deal with uh, Carlos King, who we came out. So we already had film, put everything together. But that very first season, we was trying to do something with Carlos King. So it was some issues with us coming out. One person wanted to drop, that person said no. One saying let's go, one said no. Then Dario was like, fuck it, I'm gonna drop it anyway. So that's how we got on the YouTube and just like they kind of go back and forth on the screen. And then when we first got on YouTube with Chasing, before those two dots, Chasing it and those two time dots, reality, we've had issues our first episode trying to drop because somebody else was using the name Chasing Atlanta as on a web series. So they got paperwork saying y'all can't drop the show. Woo woo woo. So that's when they came up with Chasing the two dots and then reality. That's how we dropped. That's why those two dots are there.
Okay, let's take a pause.
All right.
So I always knew I found out about the Sky coming in halfway of it all. I always knew about the Nico portion. He was dating who we know, Tiana, I believe it's Tiana. I can't.
Tanya.
Tanya, I'm so sorry. Tiana, I'm so sorry. I met her too. She was a guest on Turned Out with T.S. Madison. I've stayed in contact with her throughout the years. She was a nice individual. But she was on Lifetime. So you mean to tell me today I'm learning about the Carlos King of it all? How you know Carlos King was involved? Tell me more about this. I want to know.
All of us had a discussion about it because we was trying to and wanting to get it on air. We just like, come on, this is our first season. We done put our time in it. We've been doing this for months now. We want to see ourselves back. And so in the midst of that, it was kind of held up because we were trying to see what Carlos King was going to say. And so after so long of, I guess, I don't know what he was saying to them exactly, the producers, but so long they was just like, fuck it, I want to put my own thing out. So I don't know if he was saying like, y'all may need to go back and do this, go back and do that. You know how it can be sometimes. Yeah, so it was around something like that.
Who was the one who connected Chasing to Carlos King? Who did that?
To my knowledge, it was Nico. Nico and I think Dario and Kevon them were speaking with them. Yeah. So I think Nico was the one that would want to hold it up and wait for Carlos King. Dario was like, we're gonna go on and drop. To my knowledge.
And so, to your knowledge, what was Carlos King's reason for not wanting to drop the season?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know exactly if it was like go back and do this, go back and do that, or if Carlos King was ready for an ensemble cast like us in the black community. We had that in the white community or whatever. Aces or whatever wasn't she A-list or something.
A-list. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
a logo.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Carlos King was so focused on the wives segment of it all. The women. So I don't know if he was ready to put himself out there for our community.
I think from what people have told me, and I'm talking about still present day, I just think that no network has taken the chance.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't think that like anyone has seen like a present configuration of queer people of color that they feel like is the winning ticket. Oh, but
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I think they are.
just wait.
Yeah, I think they're afraid of the stigma that comes behind that. But the thing is, Carlo is one of us. But they're still higher executives. So I
Now,
don't.
I do want to shout Carlos King out. I don't know if it's a me thing or just the content I posted he liked, but every time during season 6 when I would post about the show, and of course I'm posting, my scenes and stuff like that. Why would I be posting somebody else? Of course I'm gonna post me. But he would always engage, and he retweeted a couple of ones and even added some comments. So I'm just so gagged to hear that he was once a part of it, potentially, allegedly a part of it years ago. That is so gagging to me a little bit. I'm gonna ask him what happened.
Please ask him because I want to know too.
Well, no, I ain't gonna ask. I ain't gonna ask. I'm gonna ask him about something else. I'm gonna ask him about that. They ain't got nothing to do with me, okay? They ain't none of my shit. So you guys start filming season 1. Did you know anybody prior to joining the show?
Not know anyone. Actually, I worked with Lyric. Lyric was on trade with me.
Gotcha.
So Lyric was on trade. So I didn't know anyone else. I didn't know Lyric. I probably seen Lyric this time about as much as I've seen you probably 3 times. But yeah, so I didn't really know per se anyone. No.
And what do you remember about filming season 1? How was that for you?
Hell. AC double hockey sticks. Hell.
Why was it hell?
Because I didn't know anyone. No one known me. So I came in just like, hey, we finna party. Because I'm used to a scripted series, a scripted show. So I can kind of go in, on the scripted show and woo, 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 say whatever, go back and forth. Then we can meet up like, hey, what's up? High five, bitch. What's going on? Let's go get something to drink. That's what type of shit I thought I was getting into. But if this was definitely not scripted, as you follow a show, yourself with shows, you follow the journey. You're around each other, put them in there long enough around each other, eventually some type of storyline gonna pick up, right? So it wasn't scripted on Chasing Atlanta, definitely not scripted at all. So I just thought that, when they asked me to do certain things, I would say, they can be staged, I guess not even staged, but set up. So say for instance, okay. I think everybody knows this. I did not invite Devon to Lauren, which was Jalen back then, housewarming party. That was something the production set up and wanted me to say that I did. So mind you, they want me to, you know how they get in your ear. Hey, Akeem, say you brought Devon to the party. You invited him to the party. My 2 different calls. I just told you I left Trade filming my show KL and went there to go film this show and went back to Trade. So I didn't even know Devon was there. I was there 30 minutes, 45 minutes in the car by myself listening to music before I was even told to get out. They had me sitting before they said, okay, King, come on, do your walk up. And so, so things like that, it's just like, what if you ask me? I'm sorry, because I got a lot in my head.
No, it's okay. No, I want you to keep going. No, I was just asking you what made it hell. And you were going into, I guess, how production were setting up things.
Yeah, and so how they were setting up certain things, and then So and then the thing is, I think some of the cast members knew, say for instance, Sky and Nico knew exactly what was going on because the 5 of us already had been filming before Sky and Nico came in. So Sky, Nico, Kevon, they was all staying in the same house, in the same apartment. And that's how Sky got the privilege. Yeah, this is wrong, but I'm going to say it. Sky had the privilege to see us carrying on the way we was already carrying on. So now you become Nico manager, and now you want to come at me saying they want to put you in to be this type of mature, whatever. Then they probably did to come in, I guess, ground the kids or whatever. But the thing is, that was an advantage because you already saw what we filmed, did this and that. You don't know what the producer was whispering in my ear before you even saw any of that. So soon as this is what I think now. Hopefully he ain't trying to still fight on some liberty ass kid shit. But the way I feel about it is that you got a chance to see us, and then you already felt like, okay, I'm coming at him. That's the one I want. So that's how it just happened. So, like that right there just became hell. Like you got a chance to see the show, but I didn't get a chance to see anything of the show until the show came out because that's how it is. They wouldn't let us see anything. We could just see when I was doing my green screen, maybe 10 seconds of a clip, and then I had the green screen from there. And a lot of my green screens as well. If you want to ask me what made it hell, Dario, don't beat me up because you know I like you. A lot of my green screens as well. It wasn't even Dario, it was Nico also, Kevon. Um, when I was in green screen and then they wanted me to just keep saying, well, I invited Devon, I would not say it. And I everything about it, I just would not say. And they were like, no, Akeem, you're not doing it right. You don't get it. You don't get the storyline. I'm like, but I did not invite him. So they literally, I just had to say I invited him in order to complete that episode or whatever. But no, so that's why it was hell for me. And I think, like I said, Sky coming in, looking at me as far as being a shit starter, I guess, is that how you want to look at it? And before I knew it, I became the villain. And so I didn't appreciate that. I didn't never think or thought that I would be be um be put out there like that. And so that's why even with the reunion, or a lot of times if somebody want to interview me, I would not interview. Or at the reunion, I kept saying like, nope, I didn't do it. I didn't invite him. Everybody just own it. Say you did it. Say you did it. We saw you do it. Yeah, y'all saw me do it, but that don't mean that I really do it. You just saw me, heard me say I did it. Or like say for instance, in the midst of okay, this right here too. And I hope I ain't talking too much. But this right here too.
This is a safe, brave space. Take advantage of it.
Okay, because y'all know on that episode, you do see me sit down with Devon when I got on the red shirt, got my hat on. We had a Starbucks, and I got my computer there. And I did invite Devon, say, well, somebody got a party coming on tomorrow. I want you to come. Devon was like, well, I ain't going to be in there, Dad. Woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, no, come on, woo, woo, woo. Now, mind you, we already had shot that housewarming scene 4 months before that. So, yeah, so after the whole season was over, that's when they said, okay, we got to do some fill-ins. I still got it on my email. Akeem, Devon, I got a lot of stuff on my email. But we got to do fill-ins. We need you and Devon to meet up at the Starbucks, and you need to invite Devon over. So, so I did it, whatever. They're not knowing that they're going to take that and prop it to the front, with editing, and make it look like I really invited him over. So that's why it was hell for me.
Akeem, you're giving me so much to unpack. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I do appreciate it. I really do. The first thing that I won't say caught me off guard, but you said Sky, Kevon, and Nico all stayed in the same place together. I never knew that.
Along with two other people. Yeah.
Now, I believe it was Devon who said, well, I do know Devon alleged that Lauren, back then, Jay, had a thing allegedly with Kevon. But I also want to say, I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like maybe Devon or maybe somebody else said that Lauren was staying with Kevon too. That's why I jumped, because I was like, okay, well maybe I'm syncing it up in my head wrong. I do remember Devon saying allegedly, because I don't know, I wasn't there, Kevon and Lauren had something going on.
I don't know about that now. I never was privy to any of that information, but I do know that no, they was not living together. They wasn't staying together. After Sky lost that apartment up there in Decatur, Kevon moved to Washington Road on his step, and Lauren still was doing her own thing. So I know they wasn't living together. Now, Lauren came on to several guys on the show, including me. That's just her thing. She don't mean no harm about it. You just laugh at her and swear away.
Lauren came on to you?
She came on Dominique too. I was surprised when I heard him say that. But yeah, Lauren came on to me.
And what did you do?
I laughed it off.
Oh.
But then she tried to play it off after I had said it and brought it up. And she was like, I don't want a king. He got wear makeup and eyebrows just like me. I'm like, girl, whatever. But yeah.
And so I remember season 1, I believe it was at Varsity, when Sky sat down and he was saying something like, y'all won't make it to season 2, or y'all won't make it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's exactly what I was talking about when I was saying that. Yeah, that's the same place, but it wasn't the varsity. It was at a hibachi, I think. Devon was managing that restaurant.
Oh
That
my
we
God. Hakeem, you gonna tell it. Oh my God, I know that's right. Oh my God. And so that comment you're saying is what's stemming from Sky being allegedly being privy to all that had been filmed for the show up until that point.
privy, and then also some people just want a moment when they feel like they really don't have a storyline. So I think that was a part of it also, but which was true as well, because we didn't want to go on a whole season talking about catfish. So I'm glad he did speak up and say that. So I think it was on time.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that retrospective look on it. What was your storyline the first season? Like, what were you chasing? Akeem is chasing.
Just chasing air. I'm just chasing air, because I'm telling you, it wasn't even about that in the beginning of chasing. It was like, we're gonna do this and that. But like I said, I still was doing shows. I still was doing pageants. I was doing my so my thing was, okay, you had to have something. So my thing was, I was an actor. Devon thing, he was a dancer, a lyrical dancer.
In a
Devon
chef.
and the chef, yeah. Jalen, Lauren was, did hair. Cameron did fashion. So my thing was acting. That's where mine came from. But
Gotcha.
other than that, I was just on the show just to have fun, basically.
You described season 1 as hell, but are there any redeeming? I actually said today I'm gonna stop saying redeeming. Actually, I saw a video of someone actually defined what the word redeeming means. I'm like, oh, I think we all may be using redeeming wrong.
Them too.
But yeah, I think so. But are there any what are the saving graces of season 1 that you have? Like, what was good about it?
You know what? It was the good thing about just doing it in general, doing it. Like, they gave me a chance. Live a dream. Like I said, I was trying it with G Status. We just did that pilot, but it really didn't go anywhere at that time. So that's why I kept pushing and chasing Atlanta. That show came out first before G Status, though, and so I was just on there, just trying to just. I don't know, but like I said, wait a minute. I don't know why your question is slipping my mind.
It's okay. It's okay. No, what are some of the things that you do appreciate about filming season 1?
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna say. I appreciate that them, give me the platform. I appreciate all the cast members that was on there, because I think we are all iconic now for doing this show. I appreciate Andario. I appreciate Kevon. I was really closer to Kevon at that time. I appreciate it all, the experience, because it's kind of crazy when you finally get a chance to really see yourself back. So I did see myself, learn a lot of things about myself in ways that I didn't even see, that I didn't know until I looked at myself back. So I just appreciated that. And then I also came back for season 2. Um, I appreciated that. I would say I became close with Devon. Me and Cameron was cool, but became real close with Devon, and then somebody just started trying to dig a wedge in between that, and so that just made it even more harder.
Who?
Scott. It made it even more harder because I just didn't have any friends. It felt like so. I don't know what's the saving grace was for me, and so that's why I'll say. Well, I don't know if you want me to go this far yet, but for season 3, I was happy to come back on. I was signed for season 3 to come back on when I first met you. So, and I was happy to meet like you, Lakendra, Wayne DePayne, who else? Somebody else came on there with y'all.
We were born.
Berlin, your newborn. Y'all all good to me. I didn't have it. I hope I ain't saying that wrong. Y'all all good to me. I don't think y'all had any issues with myself. So I was happy to come on there and see fresh blood, new blood. But in the midst of it, that's when G Status was not liking it at that time.
So going back to season 1, right? You guys are filming the show. There's changes going on. There's a lot of parties coming in, coming out. Right, newborn was wild. I want to know, how was it for you realizing that the show was taking off? Season 1, episode 1, trailer drop. Everybody's talking about Chasing Atlanta.
Oh my God! Before even episode 1 dropped, they had that little trailer going on. Daria recently posted, like, when they're showing all of us, it was going around and it circulated so quick. I was like, what the hell? And then so when the episodes came out, people started looking at me a little differently. And I did not like that. They looked at me differently because people I've been known in this world, in this lifestyle for a long time, never started any mess, never did anything, just been the life of the party. And now I'm looking like a shit starter. So it kind of hit differently. And I would say this right here. I had a lot of people that when I was just out, or sometimes I went to the grocery store, sometimes I went to JJ's Chicken or wherever, people would come up there like, hey, you that boy from that show. I'm like, well, who, what? I was so surprised. I was not used to that. It scared me in the beginning. But like now I'm so used to it before they even said, yeah, I'm him. Because they just, sometimes they can just see my look or just hear my voice and they just know it's Akeem now. But in the beginning, that frightened me. Did it frighten you?
No. Mm-mm. I would say it didn't scare me, but it was like I felt the shift. Like it wasn't like a smooth transition. I felt the gear shift kick. Like
it was an impact. Yeah, it was an impact. And like, say for instance, like I remember I was staying on West End and my car had broke down. So I used to walk to the store a lot. And I remember walking to the store sometimes, people be yelling out, they call one of the, Akeem, Sir Akeem, hey. And mine, just after season 2, then they would yell out, it's all about the numbers. People
that is one of the most iconic phrases I think ever spoken in Where Reality History. Definitely top 5. Season 2 is all about the numbers.
You know what? And that was such an on spot. It was so on the spot. I never planned that, conjured it. That was just what I was feeling.
And I think what makes that moment so funny, sorry to you guys out there watching, we're jumping ahead. Of course, we just had this full melee type thing that just happened. Ooh, Akeem, you may need to find us some headphones. Maybe, just maybe. Not right now, but just maybe. Just so when I speak, it's not creating all this noise. But we just had that big brawl.
Yes.
Craziness.
Yes.
Rick Rosa, who is the epitome of shout out to Rick Rosa, who is on the show in Chasing Reality, is like the quintessential villain, is sitting in this moment quiet with this look on his face of wide-eyed looking at you, just rant. And you finish it off with season 2 is all about the numbers. Gunshot, cut the black. Iconic.
I was so serious though at that moment. That's why, like, I think like my movements and everything, the way it done. Sometimes when I'm feeling it, I'm just feeling it. I don't even think I can repeat it. If it was a moment, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I really, really, really wish I could have stayed on for season 3 too. Because I think you would have been great to film with. Like I said, even the other people that came on, I wish I would have had that chance.
We're not gonna jump ahead to season 3 because I always love telling the story about when I first met you and what you said. So okay, let's just hold that thought. Okay. Did you, from the success of season 1, were you able to get more jobs and make more money?
From Chasing Atlanta? Mm-hmm. No. I think some people was afraid. Not necessarily. I worked. Now, don't get me wrong, my 9 to 5. But did anything else pick up for me? No. Some people, they didn't trust me because of the way I was portrayed. Some people
What?
thought that was really me, like being nasty and inviting people over shit started. So yeah, that's why I said it was hell.
In detail, what do you believe are some of the things about you this show got wrong in its portrayal?
Lying on me, or saying that I'm a liar, or saying that I'm a shit starter. Now I tell it straight up like it is, but I didn't like the lies. I don't want. I'm not here to bash chasing. That's just what it was in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it, but obviously I must have if I came back for season two. But then I guess that's when other producers, that known me, got into my head, started speaking with me like you don't need to be there no more. Like our platform is your home.
Say that thing again. I want to make sure I heard it right. You said other producers got in your head and said you don't what now?
I don't need to be there anymore.
Beware, like on the show.
I'm chasing Atlanta, yeah, because the way that they was portraying me, and they know that that's really not me, the way I was being portrayed.
Can I take a shot in the dark and say, was it KL who said that? I'm asking.
He was one of them.
Oh.
There was others. He was one of them.
Do you want to say who the others are?
Ja. And the other one, this what people try to say I had pillow talk with KL boyfriend, but it's KL boyfriend, Malcolm. So I kind of talked to all of them intertwined, but also I talked to Dario about it, and Dario felt like it would maybe a conflict of interest because I want to stay on both shows. That's why Dario felt like it would be a conflict.
Gotcha. Okay. So we're at the season 2 and the season 3 of it all. Okay, I got you. Wrapping up season 1 though. So you said you were not able to pick up any new jobs or opportunities within your field, not make any money. Did your followers increase? Did you get more followers on social media?
No, I did not. Let me say on social media, possibly I didn't really look for it. But my name was just ran in the ground. Nobody really liked me. The viewers didn't like me. Like I said, then some people that know me for years in the scenery, they was looking at me a little differently. But
really?
my diehard people that really know me, they're like, fuck them, fuck those people. We know you, like, it was like that. But the people that didn't, and so no, I didn't get any good out of that.
Is there anything from season 1 you wish would have been shown?
There were some things, I guess, I can't speak exactly what they were, but there are some things that I wish that would have been shown that would have showed me in a better light before I known that I would become the villain.
You don't want to speak on it because you don't remember, or you just don't want to share it?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay, respect. I respect that. So season 2 happens.
Yeah.
Did you get invited back?
Yeah, of course. And I think most of us had to even go and audition again for season 2. Invited to audition again. But by this time, the producers was really liking me. By the time we got to season 2, because I guess everybody kind of seem like Akeem helped season 1. I mean, Pop, I guess, the messiness. So we got season 2. They really was liking me, want to see what I was bringing in. I guess I was unpredictable. So it was definitely no issue bringing me back for season 2. Now, there was a lie going around, which definitely was just that, a lie that I had to correct. Somebody on the show said that the only reason I was back for season 2 was because of them. I was only back for season 2 was because of me and the Lord that I have above and the bed that He allowed me to lay in. So that person that said that, it was not a go, it was a lie. And they lie a lot.
Who said that?
It was somebody that said that.
Okay.
One of the cast members.
You don't want to say who?
I don't think this would be the appropriate time.
I got you. That's okay. Respect. So season 2 comes around, right? No one gets removed, but a lot of people get added. We have new faces like Gardini, Rick Rosa, Q, Quinty Harris, Montel, Eric.
Yeah.
What was the difference between filming season 1? Sky, Sky's also there. What's the difference between filming season 1 and season 2? Because now you guys have had a successful season in terms of getting out there. You guys got the numbers, you guys got the audience, you guys got the buzz, the platform. Everybody at that time is talking about Chasing Atlanta because it was really like the first one to stick. And I want to take a quick pause right fast. I love talking about this. You know, there were many attempts before Chasing Atlanta to create this housewife, basketball wife type of show within the queer community, in the people of color specifically, because like you said earlier, Logo had a show called The A-List. They had A-List New York, and I want to say they had another city that ran for a couple years. Like they were on the air for like 2, 3, maybe even 4 years before they finally got canceled. But there was this guy named George. I can't remember George's name right now. But George had a remember George? And I met George.
George. What is it? The Life Atlanta.
The Life Atlanta, and I remember The Life was like on all the blogs too, because it was kind of like this basically this gay housewife basketball version of all these shows we had seen, but it was in Atlanta and it had all gay bisexual men on it. So there have been so many attempts to try to get something like this off the ground, but Chasing Atlanta, I feel like, was like the first one to be successful in it. So,
yeah, ability and all that. Yeah, honestly, The Life, that what gave me the inspiration to want to even get on Chase or go for reality. Yeah, so I think like if George would have came in this realm now, by the time I guess social media wasn't as big, The Life would be right there with for real. George had a great mind.
Because George got good sense.
Yes, and George know how to put a show.
And George got money too.
It was just ahead of his time.
Yes.
It tried to stick, but social media was different. That's all.
Yeah, social media was a whole lot different. But if George was out in the streets right now, still trying to do this, George would have took it, because George was older.
Lame.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because George, and I ain't trying to shade nobody, but web reality is a bunch of millennials and Gen X and the people that's a little bit after. You know what I'm saying? George was older. He was in his 40s, so he was mature. And I talked to George. George got good sense. Like when I say good sense. George honestly had the maturity to take it to a different place if his show had existed within like now.
Yeah, and George knew he wasn't even from Atlanta, but he told so many people from around here. George can get in and out these doors and streets like it was nothing. Seriously. So that's, I think I definitely would have. I think I tried to audition for it, but something happened. But I would have loved being on that show. Yeah, that would inspire me.
Yeah, shout out to George and all those people that were a part of that. Because I'm not that's for another day. I'll save it. What were the big differences between season 1 and 2 for you?
Big difference between season 1 and season 2. It wasn't too much of a big difference. It just kind of seemed like it just kind of picked up from where we left off at. I would say just at this, to have somebody there on my side at times when things were going down, like Gardini, he would always, because sometimes I would just want to get up and leave. Because it just being stuff will come at me just to come at me, like I said, for the sake of, wanting attention. And so Gardini would always calm me down a lot and say, Akeem, don't go. No, you got to go nowhere because I'll be damn, whatever. So just feeling like I had some sort of a backbone. And then I kind of felt like, okay, the producers knew a little bit more than me in this season. So I think I felt a little bit better, but I just feel, if I would have really, really came back for that third season, I would have felt like y'all really would have got a chance to know me. But those first 2 seasons, it was just, honestly, it just kind of felt like I was in school.
High school?
Head Start. Yeah.
What was your storyline season 2?
I didn't have, I really did. It just picked back up. So it just picked back up as, I was saying, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they all gather around me. They want to fight me. Child, they did not like when I came up with those names, because the names was really fitting their personality. Sky was Master Splinter. Devon was Donatello at that time. That's my brother, just out Devon. Jalen was Michael. Angelo. Lyric was cool. Lyric is definitely Leonardo. And last but not least, Cameron was Raphael, the one everybody forget about, right? So I'm saying, Cameron, I love Cameron. I'm just saying, Raphael, child, you know what I'm saying. But no, they all had turtles' personalities, and so I was just the villain child, ready to be attacked again, get swallowed up, child. They wanted just my blood or something. I don't know what it was.
Akeem, you are so funny. It would be so dope. And I would be almost, dare I say, willing to help you do this. I would love if you could go live on YouTube and talk about all these web reality shows and these new episodes as they come up. I probably wouldn't even watch. Damn, I done did something. Hold on.
EOS webcam utility.
Now just wait a minute.
Okay.
Now just wait a minute. That's the name of the program. I hit something. My bad. I'm gonna fix it. But I would pay good money to see you talk about these shows, and I probably wouldn't even watch the show. I just would watch you talking about the show.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Oliver. That's why I love you. Speaking of that, I would say, I have been doing the Yellow Chair, where I do my little previews of shows, recaps or something. And I mainly did that when the pandemic was going. I had a lot of extra time, but I do want to pick that back up so I can start talking about the shows. A lot of stuff that I have great input, and not just those shows. I want to do hot topics, like stuff that's really going on in the real world, like what's going on with even the politics and all that stuff. I'm into a whole lot of stuff that people don't know, and I just want to share that. But I don't think I want, even though I've been offered, I don't think I want to be on another ensemble cast. I think I just like what we're doing now.
Doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're so funny. Like you're naturally funny. You crack me up. Like I think you're so funny. And I watch G Status. I believe I watched whichever season had like Delicious and
season 2.
That was season 2. I did watch season 2. Which, by the way, I'm gonna say this too. G Status really had it going on.
Yeah, they did.
I'm just gonna say that, in terms of casting, got it right. I'm gonna say it because can't nobody whip my ass. I really feel like G Status's cast reflected the status of the community in Atlanta more than Chasing did. I think the only thing that always kept Chasing above G Status was consistency. Quality. But even with that, it's really much more so the editing. Because and Daria's a beast editor. Y'all can't fuck with her when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? And Dario edits when that bitch get the.
He edit like he types. But Ja definitely can edit as well, and I can't take anything from Ja. He can edit as well.
Ja edited G Status.
Ja did season 1 and season 2 editing. That was.
Girl, I'm learning so much.
Yeah, Ja was mostly producing that. KL was just on the season 1, season 2. KL was just in the back looking, like not even really directing. He did some stuff, but that was all Ja doing. Season 1 and season 2 of G Status ATL Hustle. Even with the picking the cast, doing the audition for the cast, that's mostly Ja.
I never knew Ja edited the show. I didn't know that. I'm just learning this now. And this is no shade to Ja at all. Because I mean, G Status is a great show. I watched it.
Yeah, and like you said, also
and Dario, just and this is my opinion. And my opinion really don't mean nothing. It really don't mean, and it shouldn't mean nothing to nobody other than just me. Y'all can't, in the web reality world, I have yet to see anybody fuck with Dario. You know what I'm saying? She edits down. Y'all can't take that from her. And I think it's a consistency in the production value that always kept Chasing a little bit ahead of G Status. But I felt like when it came to y'all casting and just like y'all aesthetic, oh girl, I used to go up. I ain't gonna lie, I used to go up. I was like, this cast, can we get some over here?
I used to hear a lot of that, and it seemed like it was always a 50-50 thing when I used to hear it a lot. 1 minute everybody saying chasing, 1 minute everybody G status. It just depends on who you talk to at that time, and how they viewing it, and how they liking it. So I was okay with either one of them, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think I was okay with it.
How did you feel? Season 2 was even bigger than season 1.
G status.
No, I'm talking about Chasing Atlanta. Chasing Atlanta. Season 2 was even bigger than season 1. Were you able to make any money, get any jobs, any opportunities?
No, other than what I had been doing. No, only when I started making money was on G status, and yeah, I didn't make any. Like I didn't even get anything. I didn't really have nothing going on to per se. Honestly, with Chasing, I didn't even know exactly what we're doing. I don't even think I comprehended everything until I was getting ready for G status. That's when I got it. Like I had graduated from Head Start at that time. So now I'm over here in high school, trying to go to college. So I know a little bit more. Now I know it ain't just 1 + 1 = 2. I also know 5 + 5 = 10. You see what I mean?
I love how you put that. And you know, it's honestly all about the journey, because none of us have it all together. You know, none of us. Some of us may know more than others, but we all are still learning. And so I love to hear that from your time on Chasing, you learned so that you could approach future opportunities like you did with G Status a whole lot better. I love that. I absolutely love that.
Exactly. And I say this as well. It was two different. Stop it, Onyx. It was two different. You want to say hey to Onyx? Come here, man.
Yes. Hey, Onyx. Oh.
He just recently had a bath, so I ain't put his shine coat on him and all. Also, but say hey, man.
You should take him to Dominique. Let Dominique do the dog.
I thought about that. I'm like, he need a groom. I never had taken to Dominique.
Yeah.
So say for instance, like Chasing really, I feel like when on season 2, I say this right here, they didn't really come to me, Akeem, how do you want to do this season, of what you want your storyline to be? They just threw me back in the mix of what came from season 1. But I feel like Martell, Gardini, Q, they got a lot more story time. They went to them and they didn't give a fuck. You know, I was the one that people saying they didn't like, get rid of Akeem, get rid of Akeem, and all that. You know, the audience and everybody else. But so that's why when I got on G Status, I began. They talked to me, asked me question, Akeem, what do you want to portray? What do you want to do? What So I had a chance to say what I wanted to say and do what I wanted to do. So that G Status was just it worked out better for me at that time.
Wow. Kevon, and I heard you say earlier you were close to Kevon. Kevon was like a resource to you during your time on Chasing to like help you get more incorporated in the storyline?
Yeah, I would say on season 2, once about this time, Kevon had moved to Washington Road after whatever happened with Skydam over there. He had moved to Washington Road, and I was doing my audition for my green screen for season 2, and Kevon was telling me at that time like, you didn't want this season. You didn't want, cause he just loved my green screen and he saw things better in me. And that's why season 3, Kevon was calling me again, you know, we want you back. We want you back. It was mostly Kevon because Kevon saw something in me that I guess, I don't know how to explain it versus how Andario was making it look. Kevon saw more like what you see, the laughter, the fun guy, all that. Kevon just thought I could bring that.
Yeah, no, I think you're hilarious. I think you're fucking funny. It's crazy how funny you are. Before we talk about season 3, I would love to play a little Chasing roll call with you, where I name everyone who was on your cast, and you're gonna tell me the first thing that comes to your brain, right? It could be something that is good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. It could be an opinion, it could be a memory, it could be a behind the scenes moment, it could be literally whatever it is that you want to say. It could be one word, it could be a sentence, it could be whatever. But are you ready is the question.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, first, let's start off with the queen of Chasing, Lauren England.
Lauren England. I love Lauren. I would say outrageous.
Okay. Anything else you want to share about Lauren?
Well, nothing. I don't know a lot about her other than those seasons, but I love her, and I say outrageous and courageous as well for becoming who she are. But I rate because she can say a lot of things that could be, out of pocket like myself. But I enjoyed working with Lauren. I would definitely work with her again if given the opportunity.
Yeah, I love working with Lauren on the show too. She was great. Like the villain, I never saw that. Even when she was like fake trying to have beef with me at the beginning of season 3 because Gardini was my friend. Like I never experienced her on this show like just be like a bitch. She was a pleasure to work with. Like I really enjoyed working with her. Like I liked it. Other than the only thing I did not like. Dang, I've never said this. Talking to you is bringing back memories. The only thing I did not like, and I did used to say this to Endario and maybe Kevon if he was still there. I just didn't understand how, at least when I got to season 3 and 4, Lauren would be gone the entire season. She never came to no group scenes. She wasn't doing nothing. But this bitch is. She still get the same treatment as all of us who come to every scene and show up. And I was like, girl, how is this?
I think one thing about Lauren, she plays smart. See, Lauren would try to avoid a lot of the group scenes, but then you look at it, you think she ain't around, then you look at the show, the bitch got about 30 other scenes by her damn self.
Smart.
Smart, yeah.
Smart.
So I was at it. At first, I was like, where's she at? But then I'm like, well, this bitch got 101 scenes, and I only got 2. But no, I think that's how she wanted it. She knew how to play the game better than us, any of us in the beginning.
Next on the list is Lyric.
Lyric is cool. I love Lyric. Lyric is still cool. Lyric always been the same Lyric from day one. So, yeah, I enjoy Lyric. I still speak to him. I still chat him, text him sometimes when I see him on the book and stuff.
Yes. How was it working with Lyric those first 2 seasons?
It was good working with Lyric. When I did work with him on Trade, I guess in Trade I was considered an escort, and he was one of my dates. So I was giving Lyric massages and stuff on Trade, and he was leaving money on the countertop for me. But so it was good to work with him in a reality realm because he know that wasn't me. He seen me before, and that's why he was like, I know my boy Akeem, but this ain't looking good or looking shady for him, and which was true. But I like working with Lyric because he knew somewhat of me.
Yeah. Next on the list is Cameron.
Cameron is a sweetheart. I love Cam. Cam is a sweetheart. I still talk to Cam. Still give Cameron hugs every time I see him. Some other things good about him too. But Cameron is a sweetheart.
What's the other things?
It was good.
Are you talking about his booty?
It was good.
I know that's right.
Now I'm gonna get beat up again by living.
No, you're not gonna. Did this happen season 1 or 2?
After.
Okay, that's good. That's good that it was good.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was horrible.
I call him back and wanted some more.
Yo, after season 5, I was at Cameron's house, and that's when I was drinking. I want to say I probably was smoking weed too. I was at his house lit. He was having a big old going away party, and I was feeling the vibes. And I said, Cameron, I think I may want to find out what everybody talking about, because everybody that got that has said they done been with Cameron say it's.
I had been hearing.
I ain't never heard no bad review about Cameron.
I've been hearing the same thing, and I didn't never want it because of what everybody else say. Because I ain't run after. I don't like to go behind people like that if I know some shit. But things just happen. I hope I ain't putting all business out there. But some things happen, and it happened, and I mean they ain't lying. They ain't lying. I was calling that boy back. Yeah, I can that good.
Oh my God, you are funny. Next on the list is Sky.
You know what? Sky just gonna be Sky. Akeem gonna be Akeem. I wish Sky the best. I would love to do a reunion with all of us, but I just don't think that he and I would ever just get there as far as a friendship. I
Why?
think we respect each other. I don't know. I just feel like he really deep down don't like me. I don't know, but I think we respect each other. But I just don't think there's a friendship there for us in the future.
Do you take responsibility for anything? And I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
finding out right. Is there anything about you and Sky's dissension that you take responsibility for?
Uh, well, I guess like, how can I say this? Because I want to say that I know that I was adding on to messiness because producers was whispering certain things in my ear, but and I just thought that he would know better, know how it would the outcome. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it. I just kind of like to leave it as just like no comment about him really.
Okay.
I think that's the best thing because it's everything else gonna be drama.
I got you. Respect. Respect. Okay. Going on to the season 2 cast. Gardini, aka Rick Rosa. Fee
I
fi fo fum.
Yes, I love Rick Rosa. I was happy to see him come on. As soon as I heard Gardena was on there, I think I went to all his social medias, started looking at videos and this and that. I was liking and befriending before I even met him. So yeah, he was just a great spirit, fun personality to be around. And Gardini will say what he feels. So I totally enjoy Gardini.
I feel like most people, Gardini came in season 2 and kind of took on that villain role.
Hmm.
What is your perspective of Gardini during the production of season 2? Was he the villain that everyone says he is?
No, not at all.
Really?
No, Gardenia is a sweetheart. Gardenia just when the girls are being messy and the girls are lying, they doing this and that to try to make themselves look better. Gardenia just gonna set out to prove it, and that's all it is. Gardenia just gonna set out to prove it. Like I don't think being messy or being a villain is just like if something came up to Gardenia or came a certain type of way, then yeah. But Gardenia gonna do some, Gardenia gonna be Gardenia, but I don't think he came out to be messy.
Okay.
I think
Next,
yeah, it was just some things was set up. Like,
next on the list is Q Quentin T. Harris.
one
Q in
letter.
the streets.
I heard he really was at one point in time. Before he went to LA. That's what I heard. One letter. Okay, one letter in the streets. Uh, don't too much care for it. Didn't too much care for it then. Don't too much care for him now.
You still don't care for him? What he done did?
He ain't got to do nothing. Just show up somewhere.
Wow, why you feel that way?
I just don't like his energy. He don't like me. I don't like him.
Did something happen?
It's a two-way street. He thought he was gonna come get on G status. I know that, and that didn't happen. Hmm. That's what she thought. Miss XYZ.
Oliver, you're saying here that Quentin T. Harris tried to get on G status. How do you know this to say this?
I heard, and then I know also, say for instance, on season 1, episode 2, I don't know if you saw that, but that's when we was doing our trade, the scripted series. We was doing a party for we had got over 1 million views at that time. Now we over 3 million, but we just celebrating getting over 1 million. And I don't think Q knew, I still was, by this time I was filming Chasing and, Chasing season 2 and then G Status season 1. So me and Q, I already didn't really deal like that on Chasing Atlanta season 2 because he would call himself, I heard he was walking behind me and looked me up and down. Oh, look at that King shoes. Look at the King outfit. Look at the King haircut. He would go do all that shit behind my back. And so that's why I'm really focusing like that. But say, for instance, G Status season 1 when we was filming and we celebrating that 1 million views. And I don't know if he known I was on the show like that, but, Sherrod and all them was in there. Q was even in there too. You'll see him on the show. He was in there filming, I guess thinking he was trying to get on at that time too, until he seen me walk in. And it looked like he had seen a ghost. And he saw the cameras pointed directly in my face and do all this. And then that next thing you know, he walking up trying to give me hugs and shakes stand too. Like, girl, you just doing it because that camera is on me, bitch. Because you all the way over there and the camera's not pointed your way. So now, hey, Akeem. Yeah, he's on an episode of G Status. with some ragged one. Child, he's on there.
Anything else about Q you want to say before we go on to the next person?
Bye.
Oh my God. Next on the list is Montel.
I like Montel. I like Montel. You know what? Montel was cool. I really hate that thing had happened between Montel and I. But Montel and me, we have spoke. We sat down and talked.
Good.
Yeah, and Montel actually, he actually came and worked for us over at G Status, and he assisted me a couple of times. And um, what was that? At the reunion. So it's kind of funny how we recrossed paths, but we're definitely good.
You know, before I joined the show, Montel was my personal fave. He played a huge part on why I felt, oh, I won't say okay with auditioning, but I was like, I like Montel on the show. I like what he does, and I like how he carries himself. I like how he's active in his business, and I like, you know, how he interacts with the cast.
Yeah.
I was so excited to film with him. But when I came in season 3, there was already dissension in place between him and Reese G. And then as a byproduct, kind of like him in production. You know, like Montel was around season 3, but he wasn't really like in it.
Yeah.
And that kind of like created a wedge between him and I. I don't think anything happened between him and I that I can remember. I think it was just because I was with Reese G and Dario, and he was with his people. But in hindsight, now that we're 6 years in the future now,
Okay.
and I just remember a lot of things Montel used to say. I'm like, Montel and the way he was kind of acting back then, was he wrong? Was he wrong?
I think Montel was going through back then at that time a lot because of the guy he was dating. They was having a lot of challenges, fights and things. You know, we do lovers quarrel things like that. But one thing I do like about Montel really came in, if you want to consider chasing. Montel came in with Fashion Killer. He came out with his shades. He was always trying to do something. And then Montel, like even at the reunion, he had people there helping him dress, do what he would pay them. So Montel kind of knew what he wanted to get out of this. But I think once he got into it and you just see what it really is about, it will throw you off a little bit. But Montel did in a good way, like he really was trying to do something with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I heard he may be coming back to season 7.
It might be good. Shouts out to Montel. You know he's working with
I love that. I think that's sickening.
Yeah, I would definitely love to have an opportunity to come back, but I don't know. I'm kind of scared of the ensemble.
Next on the list is Eric.
Eric, I still see Eric every now and then. I used to talk to Eric, a close friend that always be on the show. I've probably seen Eric like 3 times since then, but I don't think Eric had enough opportunity to show himself. I know he's trying to come out with a blue jean line or something, but I think Eric, and this right here is what will mess people up too. See, like, I'll say something like you didn't come in and just, even though you saw us, like you had to come in and give people a chance. I think Eric, one of those people that came in looking at the show as a fan, but then you come on there already like, I know who I like and who I don't like. I think that's what messes people up.
It does mess people up a whole lot. It messes people up. It definitely has. Where they they come in as a fan and not taking in the what's happening before them.
Exactly right.
I ain't missed nobody, did I?
You said for 2.
Yeah, I ain't missed nobody, did I? It was a lot of y'all.
Cameron Leary, I think you did it all.
Okay, Kevon.
Oh, Kevon. You know what? I always found Kevon so attractive.
Kevon is cute. He cute.
Kevon is cute. Now, I wish I would have got Kevon back then, too. At least one night with him. But I like Kevon. I hate that whatever happened to him with the show. I don't want to even know a whole lot about that. But I love Kevon. I still would talk to Kevon. I still would work with Kevon if I had the opportunity.
You know, I love Kevon, but I think I don't know. what I'm about to say, nobody told me, but like I've always tried to like reach out to Kevon and like speak to him and thank him because like nothing, like me and Kevon never argued with each other. Nothing ever happened between him and I while we filmed the show after before. Like him and I never had anything like between him and I. I just think maybe just based off what and Dario told me about their exit, I just think it's one of those things where like I was always associated with and Dario and that side and the RCG of it all. So I think maybe I got caught up in that. But like I love Kevon and I'm so grateful to him. You know, like he plays a part in my success on the show, especially season 3 going into 4 as much as Dario does. Because Kevon was the one that I saw the most for like a long time before Dario, for whatever reason, you know, started become a whole lot more present with us. As cast members, Kevon would be the one that would be at our house and on the phone with us and emailing and texting, and he would be the one that we would call when we wanted scenes and stuff done. And I enjoyed Kevon, you know.
Yeah, that's how I was for season 1 and season 2. Dario was just at home editing. So Kevon would mostly do all the calling, all the talking, all the texting, setting up stuff, and go over his house, do the green screen. Then he just send everything back to Dario. So Dario had tried it once or 2 times, but I think it worked out better for Dario to just put it together versus be in the room when it's all going down. So Kevon would be in the room when it's all going down and then send all the video back over to Dario. And Dario get all the information to see it then. So, but then after Kevon left, that's when Dario start becoming more.
Yeah, I was there. Next on the list is, before I ask about Dario, there's this woman that I've heard a lot of y'all mention that used to be like a producer on the show with y'all that wasn't there when we came for season 3. Who was this person?
Oh my God, it started with an F. I don't know, Fada, Fada. It's something. Her name is Fonda. I think it's
Fonda. Yes.
Yeah, Fonda. Fonda was great. She was great. I love Fonda. I remember a resemblance of how she looked, but I think if I passed by Fonda right now, I wouldn't even know it's her. But I just have this resemblance in my mind of how she looked. But Fonda was great. I think she came in at the right time when she needed to come in and just help us out. She talked to us. She was kind of like the medium between Dario and Kevon. So it's like, so all 3 of them had their places, and it worked. Honestly, it worked.
I've heard nothing but great things about Fonda. I don't know what she looked like, but everybody that was around when she was around was like, she was amazing. I wish I could have met her.
I remember asking Fonda, because like I said, we only saw like 7 to 10 seconds back when we did our green screen, so we would never see the show. So until it dropped. And so I remember asking Fonda, I'm like, Fonda, am I in the show? Do you see me? I said, I'm in there, like I want to see it. She's like, oh yes, you all in it. I didn't know what she was meaning, but I get it now, meaning I was stirring it hot for season 1. So I was like, oh shit, y'all made me. Okay, I got it. But yeah, I like Fonda. I wish he was still around.
Fonda. Okay, next on the list is Dario Abrams.
I like Dario. I love Dario. You know, I still speak to Dario through social media when I see him. And I recently did what's it called? I guess a commercial or something on Chasing Dallas for the yellow chair. So yeah, I'm still good with Dario. You know what? My commercial. I edited it down to maybe 2 minutes, and I sent it to Dario, and of course I paid him to edit it down for another minute for me to get down like 59 seconds recently. So that's about like 3-4 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm cool with Dario.
What's this yellow chair thing?
The yellow chair is like what we're doing right now.
Oh, nice.
But I have a yellow chair I sit in, and it's called the yellow chair. But like I do interviews like you do, or I was talking about the shows as well. Like I thought I had said something about you on the yellow chair.
What you say?
Okay, on season, what was this? They was during the pandemic, so it had to be 4, maybe 5. No, I had liked. I forgot what it was. I don't know if I thought you were doing too much on this one episode, but in the second episode or whatever, then next one I came back and cleaned it up. Of course, just thinking about, like I said, my views of the show or whatever, something like that. But it wasn't nothing bad, nothing draggy or anything like that.
I mean, you could have. I don't be caring. It's my job. I don't give a fuck. I don't know none of y'all.
But yeah, if you get a chance, just go back and check a couple of, go through it, just Sir Akeem, the yellow chair. But I'm thinking about doing it again. It's just basically what we're doing right now.
You should. I think that I would watch that, and that may make me watch the web reality shows because I don't watch them. I only watch mine, the one.
Yeah, because there's 101 of them now. Like at first, it went that many. I used to watch them all, but now I can't keep up. But yeah, with the yellow chair, so that's why I said I want to do. Start with hot topics from what's going on with the real world, and then go into our world with that.
If the group chat come back, you need to be on there. You need to ask Dario to give you a group chat seat if and when it come back. I don't know if it is, but you should be on there.
I would. You know what? I would definitely speak with him about that. Something I think I want to call him and let him know I want to come back and work with him again, but I just don't want to do recreate that what I've done with them before. So yeah, like a group chat or something and sitting down.
Commentary.
I would love that.
I think that'd be so good for you, Akeem. I love that because I just think you're funny. You make me laugh.
You know what? Now you're making me want to reach out to him after this.
Yes, you should reach out and touch.
Thank you.
Who else? I think that may be it for chasing.
That's about it. Wow.
So we're gonna go to another quick commercial break. Akeem, I'm gonna play 2 back to back just to give you some time to hopefully set up your headphones.
Okay.
But once we get back from commercial break, we're gonna talk about season 3, and your departure from chasing, and then your subsequent pop up on G Status. Everybody, we got Sir Akeem Gianni in the building. Okay, web reality icon, Chasing Atlanta legend, G Status pioneer in the building, giving us all of the deeds. I am so entertained right now. You have 181 people watching you.
Hey, people.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Please share this live, and get some more people in our chaotic exclusive classroom. Y'all know who it is. Oliver Twixt here. Don't go nowhere after this because there is more in the mix. All right. It's Oliver Twixt.
And Mama Twixt here.
Thank you, Puma, for our Puma Easy Rider shoes. Now, she always want to look like me.
No, you want to look like me, child.
And thanks to the Puma Easy Rider, our styles are twinning with pride this season. Get into it.
I love the Puma Easy Rider shoe because it's a classic, just like me.
The Easy Rider's timeless silhouette makes it the perfect shoes for any occasion while making a fashion statement.
The Puma Easy Rider, easy to style, nice on your feet.
Now, what I want to know is who you think gonna be killing at the Pride party? I don't think it's you, girl.
Child, please. I already know it's gonna be me, man.
Get in the mix with Puma with the return of the Easy Rider shoe.
And wear your Easy Riders with pride.
Okay. Kitty should leave your boxing gloves at the house, okay? Need a daily fix? Get in the mix with Twixt, a live digital digest of queer commentary on reality TV and social media. I do have to play devil's advocate just a little bit. I think Nene is above Tiffany Pollard.
Really?
Let me tell you something, bitch. If you hit me, I'm gonna hit you so hard you got to go get your man. Live every Monday night, only on the Oliver Twixt YouTube channel. Watch and listen as myself and my bestest squirrel and girlfriends get into our favorite guilty pleasures.
I know in working with children, we were always taught like children learn behavior through 2 things, for what's taught and what's allowed.
As for me and my house, we would serve the Lord.
You see what I'm saying?
What is like the main key advice that you would give?
Get a lawyer.
And you just never know who's gonna stop by in the mix. You know what, Sam? We're gonna go to you first.
Let me say something right now. Just watching the show, my butthole was in a knot.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a lot. So buckle the up because I have so many opinions on this.
Don't miss a good laugh and some exclusive tea.
I have another phone call that I actually have recorded.
I think she's still in the back, Dr. G. I'm waiting on her to get back on too.
Get in the mix with Twixt every Monday night, only on the Oliver Twixt YouTube channel. See you there. So, Out Magazine, one of the biggest LGBTQ plus publications in the world, just put out their list for the top 10 Black queer pop artists you need to know. And Guess who came in at number 8? Thank you so freaking much. This made my freaking day. I've always wanted to be in Out Magazine, you know, as a gay creator and entertainer. That's one of the places you want to be. So the fact that I've made the publication, my debut was thanks to my voice and my music. It makes me so happy. Listen, shout out to God for continuing to be in the blessing business. Shout out to Ty Cole for choosing me and writing up that article. Thank you so much to Out Magazine for featuring talent like mine, with faces like mine. We appreciate that. Thank you to the Twixters all around the world who support this black boy over here, and all that he does is because of y'all streaming, buying, supporting, sharing, liking, commenting, that we get to enjoy things like this. Freaking thank you. And last, ooh, we back. Okay, listen, I was over here trying to click right fast and I couldn't do it fast enough. So I see you guys' comment. I so appreciate you guys. Yes, I'm still on my weight loss journey. Well, it's really weight maintenance journey. I really don't need to lose no more weight. You know, I really feel like if I lose anything, you know, girl, I'm gonna look like she's disappearing and she's currently battling, and I'm not battling anything. But I do drink tea that helps me stay active and it keeps my metabolism going. The link is in my Instagram bio. It is Total Life Changes, right? Coach Stormy the shit. And I used to, when I met Coach Stormy, it's a video on my thing. I was like, girl, what the fuck is this? You know, what is this? What is this? What is this? And I started drinking the tea, and baby, for me, all I need to do is go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I like that type of stuff. I really enjoy that experience, and it helps that, okay? It helps keep down the bloating. I bloat so easy. So easy. It's crazy. The tea, it keep me on schedule. Let's just say that. It keep me on schedule, a regular schedule. It cuts down the bloating. And it just helps me keep the physique that I want at all times. So get you the tea. I don't know nothing about no nutrients. And I told Coach Stormy this. I said, I'm not telling nobody about no shit about no nutrients and no vitamins, because I don't know shit about none of that. All I know is when I drink it, I'ma go, and my stomach is still on low. That's all I need, and that's all I care about. Go get you some, all right? Listen, we got none other than Sir Akeem Gianni in the building with us, spilling on his web reality career, and I'm so grateful to have you in the building. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, thank you. You know what, Oliver, you're gonna be mad because my phone, they're dead.
It's okay, I'm not mad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can I respond to a comment?
Yeah, what's the comment?
It's for Coco. It's not a bad comment. She just said, please tell me to fix my settings on my YouTube channel. I want to see, she can type in the chat, just let me know more what she's saying. Because I'm definitely coming back. Whatever y'all need me to fix, definitely let me know. What am I doing wrong, please?
Yes. I did see this comment. They say it sucks that Kevon doesn't get his flowers. And you know, it sucks too. And that's why I really be trying to reach out to him and, like, you know, just reach out to him, because, you know, I only know one side, and that's just the side and Dario told me. And I'm definitely that friend. I'm that bitch. If I wasn't there, if I ain't see it, don't expect me to be start milling for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just not that person, because that puts you in a sticky place to be made a fool out of. Because what if the person that you windmilling for is lying, or they missing something? You know what I'm saying? So I don't make other people fights my fights. But I do feel like there is a certain aspect of all this that Kevon is missing out on, that it kind of sucks, because he helped start it, you know?
Yeah, it really does suck. And I agree with that comment. Kevon did not get his flowers. Kevon deserved his flowers. And so right now, today, I'm going to give them to him. Thank you, Kevon. Thank you for what you did for me. Thank you for allowing me to come on this show, to the platform which you basically started yourself, have started with Dario. So I don't know what happened, you know, with the stems of the flower, but I just know that you deserve them. And I'm going to give them to you. And once again, I just want to say thank you. I hope all is well. If ever given the opportunity to work with you again, I would definitely do that.
I love you. You are so funny. But no, you know, shout out to Kevon Burns, you know?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed. Again, I was not there in the meetings. I don't know specifically what was going on between him and Dario. I just know what was told, but I did not see it. But I know on my end, I used to enjoy Kevon on set. Like I just enjoyed his presence. I enjoyed working with him. I used to tell him all the time, thank you so much for like giving me a chance and opportunity, because I know, I wasn't even like a first pick type of thing. But I just appreciate you giving me opportunity, working with me and all this other stuff. I love Kevon, and I still got love for Kevon,
Yes, Kevon is a sweetheart.
He is sweet. Now Kevon gonna go on a couple dates now.
You guys go ahead, yeah, well, we know that now. Then they say he be slaying them. So, yeah, I heard Kevon be getting and putting it down.
What they be saying?
I don't know, child. I wanted to find out, though.
You wanted to get slayed, Akeem?
I mean, child, Kevon was my old ass. He probably think I had wrinkles back there. But he don't know it's smooth, baby. Smooth. Okay? But no. Yeah, Kevon is a look. He's a look, and I like chocolate guys. Kevon know he could have got it. He okay. Yes. Kevon, let me.
Are you a top or bottom or verse?
I'm verse top. It just depends on the person, but you know what? I don't even have sex a lot.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't been penetrated nobody in over a year.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm fiending though. Jesus.
Congratulations. Yeah, child. Do you do anything with your hands?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, you gotta go play at the playground. You know what I mean? Slide a little bit.
Oh no, I'ma slide the slide.
Okay, go play with the monkey bars.
Yeah, I'm a swing. You know what I mean? It's just me on the
posy.
Yes, we're gonna ring around the rosy, a little pocket full of posies, It's just ain't nobody inside, and I ain't inside of nobody else. But I'm praying to the Lord. I actually told the Lord this morning, I said, Lord, because I really feel like the reason why I don't have a partner right now is because he really wants me to work, and there's a lot of important things going on in my life that do require my full 100% focus. So I do feel like the Lord is intentionally keeping that out of my life right now, because I told him this morning, I was praying, I said, once I get into a relationship, he know I'm gonna take like at least a 2-month break, because I need to get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I want to.
Look, I'll at least practice until you can't no more.
Okay, at least try. Let's try to get pregnant. Let's just see. He already know I'm gonna be up at 2 a.m. making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Y'all may not see me. At least 2 months, Lord. At least give me 2 months. Just 2.
Do you? Okay, if you're in a relationship, do you cook for your lover?
I must cook for him.
Oliver, do you want to go with me? Let's go. We go together. We go together. What's this, Rich? Ooh, baby.
Okay, but here's the thing though. Now I'm gonna tell you the full truth. We can go together, but here's the thing though. Once we actually like go together, I really don't be giving up coochie like that.
We can't go together.
Right, yeah, like I really and like I'm a try to, I mean I will and I have, but I'm a really try to like circumvent it, Yeah. Yeah, come on. You want to smoke? Let's go smoke. Let's drink. So you can go to sleep, Ooh, I gotta go live on YouTube. Just get in the bed, wait for me. I'll go back there. You already snoring.
Yeah, it'd be a lot going on with that, especially when you're living lovers.
Yeah. But no, yes. I don't know where the fuck
we all over the place, but yeah.
But let's get back to why I brought you here. So season 3, which was my first season on the show, I remember meeting you at Cameron's infamous birthday party that he had like all the way out in fucking Stone Mountain, Conyers. That shit was so fucking far.
Over yonder.
I remember driving. We drove for a long time.
Yeah.
But we got there. It's on the show. You see it on the show. I just remember this is after... I can't remember if this is because what I do remember about season 3 a lot is how the shit was shown to y'all wasn't how it was filmed. And I'm talking to the people out there watching. Season 3 and 4 specifically, like a lot of stuff was shot and moved around, or like if in a scene I walked in and hugged Lauren, then sat on the couch and started talking to Kendra, then went to the bathroom. they would show me walking in, going to the bathroom, then talking to Lauren. So I can't remember the exact order. I just remember coming outside, and this is when they wanted me to talk to Kendra outside. I don't even know if me talking to Kendra is in the show outside of Cameron's house, but we did have a conversation outside.
Mm.
And I just remember you being out there,
Mm-hmm.
and you were lit.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you came up to me, and you was like, "Oh, you one of the new people. Oh, you so pretty. Your face so pretty. Can I come on your face?" I was like,
You know what? I heard you tell that story plenty of times before. Well, I ain't say plenty of times before, and I just laughed because I do remember that moment.
"You remember? Okay,
Of
you tell
course.
it.
I
Let
was
me hear
lit.
you tell it. Let me hear
I
you
was
tell it."
lit. It ain't just because I lit, because for one, I do think you're a handsome guy.
Thank you.
I think you have nice skin. And you know, the reason why I asked you that was just kind of like, okay, he's new on the show, I'm coming on the show. Let me see how I can pick him and see, you know, I'm gonna just kind of see how you would reply or rebuttal back to me or so. So it's just kind of one of those things of being fun to see, like, how would you take my craziness? But yeah, definitely, I still think you have some pretty skin,
Thank you,
and
honey.
you know, let me be respectful. I wouldn't do that to you unless you want me to.
What you about to say, Akeem? Go ahead. You just said everything else.
I said I wouldn't do that to you unless you want me to. Whatever I said on your face.
Oh! No, Akeem, I want
You know, I was gonna give you a little face bath.
Oh my Jesus.
But no. It was just basically to try to pick your brain and see where you were and how you would react to some of my antics.
What do you remember me saying to you?
I remember your eyes getting big, your mouth dropping, and you was in disbelief, and you was like, "Oh my God!" Like, did you really just say that to me? I think it was kind of all of that, just going on in your mind. It was kind of quick.
Yes, because we were in the process of getting scene work, and the shit had jumped off. You know, me and Kendra was going back and forth. Lauren had came. The party was in full swing, so I think they was trying to mic us and trying to they were trying to get us situated in the rooms that we was gonna be filming in. So I do remember you saying that and me not really responding, and I was like, I'm just gonna use this out of them trying to get me somewhere to get out, because I didn't know what to say to them. I was just like, what? Like, what?
You were thrown off.
Completely thrown off.
And I do remember that too, because I think you and I was geared to go into conversation or something, but then y'all was in the room, get mic'd up, or whatever y'all had started filming before that. There was some story going on, and so one of the producers just asked me, kind of to leave, and so y'all can just handle that. So that's why I just went downstairs and did whatever. But yeah, I definitely remember that.
So I didn't know that you were a part of season 3. Can you talk to us about whatever your involvement was with season 3 of Chasing Atlanta?
Yeah, when I was even that night, that's why I was there, because I was on the show. Dre Simber came with me, and
Dre Simber was there.
He came with me. I invited him. Yep, Dre Simber was there.
I'm learning so much.
You didn't see him?
I don't remember. First of all, I was drunk that night, and I probably had ate an edible. I don't think people will remember that, but Oliver was toe down. Like, y'all, I was toe down to the point to, like, we was in the middle of the dance floor, and I think something happened. I just fell to the ground. Like, I just fell.
We was lit.
Yeah. And I was dating this. Well, I wasn't dating him, but I was talking to this boy who had just came from New York City. I had met him in New York City. Probably like the year before, but he came to Atlanta. I ain't gonna say his name, but he had this. But he had. I don't know where he got the money from. I don't know where he used to get it from, but he had it, and he had this fur coat. If you watch the episode, it's this big coat that I was wearing. It was really his, and I just remember falling down in the ground in the coat like a little, and just balling up in the coat. And it was like, "Girl, get up!" But yes, I was toe up that night.
Yeah, like the cut. But yeah, I definitely was still on season 3. But then this was the time I was having my sabbaticals with the producers on G Status and with Chasing. Because, say for instance, like I said, I had it in my head. They was just saying, no, don't do it. Why go do this and you still can be this, woo woo. And then so by the time y'all even went to Florida, remember that? Then he came at you with that taser. I was invited to Florida also. I have that contract as well. Kevon sent me that contract. Yeah, I still was a part of the show up even at that time. But the reason, like I said, I was having those sabbaticals, and then also I wasn't working when y'all went to Florida, so I was like, I'm just trying to maintain what I got here.
I know that's right,
You
big.
can't go out of state and be paying money, and you still got rent and stuff. You know what I mean? All of that. So that was really, really my main reason for not completing season 3. But I did do a couple of films, like even I don't know if you remember Henry's down there by the park when it went crazy in Henry's. Were you there?
Yeah, I was in there.
Yeah, I was there too. I just got there a little late. By the time I got there, everybody had got up from the table and they running around looking crazy as hell. Yeah, I was supposed to be in there too. I remember speaking to We Was Born, Wayne the Pain, LaKendra. I don't know if I saw you there. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I was out basically until that season wrapped. That's when I know I was no longer a part of Chasing, but I still was considered a cast member. So, but then once I didn't complete and do whatever, so of course I must have was scrapped. That's why even with Cameron Party, it looks like I just was there as a friend, but I was there filming. I filmed my introduction, my walk in and everything, but they just had to chop it to make it look like I was just visiting. You know what I mean? Because I'm no longer on the show.
Did you film any scenes for the show?
I filmed a couple of scenes, yeah.
Can you tell me about these hidden season 3 scenes from Sir Akeem Gianni we never saw?
Well, it really wasn't much. It was just basically commentary talk, like with me over the phone with someone, and just kind of intertwining, speaking to them about my past seasons with the show and how I would want to move forward. But I think even with that, it still was nothing that production would have wanted to show anyway.
Who did you speak to?
I spoke to a couple of people that was on Chasing, and then I called another person that was dealing with G status.
So now I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong. I'm just gonna tell you what was told to me from my understanding.
Okay.
You wasn't a part of season 3. Like you was never supposed to be there.
Who said that?
In Dario?
No, that's
I'm
not.
gonna put a name to it.
Well, no, I was a part of season 3.
That's why I'm looking over here so gagged, because I'm like, girl, that's not what was my understanding.
Okay, I might can pull up an email and send it to you later.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying what my baby. I don't know. I ain't there. This is you telling me and he telling me shit. I don't know, and I'm just
Yeah. Okay. Well,
entertaining the people.
Kevon knows that Ontario did too. And the thing was, okay, say ask December. When they was filming me coming up, me and my crew coming up to Cameron Party thing, and I had Ontario there, and I was like, "Where's Ontario? Where's everybody? What Devon? What got him at?" He was like, "Akeem, they all got fired." So he know what I was.
Firework cracks me up in
reality. That's what it was. So
it makes me laugh.
Yeah. So I was a part of the show, like I said.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm shut up. I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say. So let me ask you. So even though you was on the show, was you given a contract to go to Florida, or did they not give you a contract to go to Florida?
No, I'm the one who came up with the Florida trip.
Okay. So did they give you a contract though to go?
I don't remember no contract. No, okay, I don't remember a contract going to Florida. No.
Okay, but I was sent a contract asking me to go to Florida from Kevon. So they said like I already like Cameron Party and all that stuff. That already had happened earlier.
Right.
I did that welcome. I did all that. I had did some other things, but then also I did. I got that contract, but I just didn't respond to it. But yeah, I got a contract to even go down there. So while it was made to look like I was never a part because I didn't do that much filming, and nor did I do the Florida trip. So that's why I said scrap to make it look like I was a friend at Cameron Party. But I still was definitely a part of the show.
How did you feel about your exit from the show?
I really honestly I didn't want to exit because like that was a big thing for me saying on season 2, season 3, it's all about the numbers. I wanted to come back on there and and play that role. But again, having those sabbaticals with 2 different production teams, they wouldn't allow it.
And so you were in current talks to go over to G status.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. So, G Status season 1. How do you become involved?
Like I said, I had started doing that. I did that pilot before I even shot any footage of Chasing Atlanta with G Status, that trailer pilot. And then this one, it was just G Status. So it was KL's by himself when I first auditioned in like July or August. And then we did that what's that pilot. And then I did Chasing. And then not Dario, Ja wanted to do this show called ATL Hustle. And being that me, Ja, and KL already had worked together, Ja and KL had worked together. They spoke, and Ja said, I want to do this show called ATL Hustle. Well, KL's like, I already got a show that I'm doing called G Status, and Akeem is on the way. I already did a pilot. You need to see this. And Ja was like, I don't know if I really want Akeem. But once he showed me the pilot, that I had, kind of got it started there, and they merged in. That's how it became G Status ATL Hustle. And so KL just stepped back and let Ja step to the front. And so so that's how I became involved. KL already had saw had did a pilot with me, and he showed the pilot to Ja, and they merged G Status and ATL Hustle to G Status ATL Hustle. And
I never knew this.
Yeah, that's how I got started.
And see, and this is why we have to keep the legends around. You know what I'm saying? That's so important to me. Like I don't like, and it's not even a web reality thing, even though web reality does it the most, because I just think, compared to the more professional realms of reality on mainstream, they just don't know. But just on a whole scale, I just don't like how like shows have these people that come in, put in the work to like get their show to a certain place and like get a following, set a tone, get an audience, all this other stuff, and then y'all just don't y'all treat them any kind of way or don't want to work with them again or just like cast them out for newer blood. And I get it, it's a business, but it's stuff like this stuff that you saying, like the nuggets that you're dropping. This is stuff as someone who's been in the genre for 6 years now. I never knew any of this, and this is why like I'm really appreciating talking to you. As much as I am entertained by you, I'm also learning, and I hope everybody out there is learning too. Like this is like valuable gem stuff. Like I never knew this. So you're a part of G Status now.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference already you're seeing between being a cast member over here versus when you were on Chasing Reality?
It was a big difference. I got a chance to be heard again. I was asked, what do you want to do? How do you want to show yourself? With G Status, I definitely could call them at any time and say, hey, I want to do this scene. I want to do that scene with someone. Or however, I want to go to this restaurant and meet up. Like a lot of time I was even calling the restaurants and asking them, can we come in, and view, speaking with the managers, where can we come in and film, I would even do a lot of that. It just gave me a better outlet. The people, and also I said this right here, with G Status, one thing Ja didn't like for us to do was to kind of speak over each other, talk over each other. It's okay, when you're having those moments, you're gonna have those moments, but when somebody's just regular talking, and I talk monotone, I talk a long time, I talk whatever, and so some people, Ja did not allow a lot of people to talk over me. If I was speaking, he would make sure they was hush, be quiet so we can get everything we need to make it, all work and look good. So I just never was like dumbed down or played down on G Status. It was like they wanted the best from me. I remember sitting in green screens. Like I did green screen the most out of everyone. Sometimes I would be held at green screen for hours and hours until I literally can think of something funny to say, which it just don't take me too long. It just needs to be, I can do it just like that. But it just needed to be on a level where I'm like, well, okay, shit. Well, let me just, I was like, give me 5 minutes. Let me just go think what I'm going to say. Because they were like, I need something fun. I need something different. I need. It was like, there, right there. You know what I mean? So it just gave me the opportunity to be the star that they wanted. They wanted the show to surround me, and that's basically what it did.
You feel like G Status was centered around you, or G Status was centered around you?
I know it was. I was the G Status. I am the G Status, the face of G Status. Yeah, Sherrod and them, they all on there, but their status wasn't my status, and they damn sure didn't have a G in it.
What they had, Akeem? What they had?
Like XYP.
Oh my God, Akeem, you are so funny.
I like Sherrod, but I had did that pilot and all that stuff, and like I said, that's what that like even KL, we would go out together. He would see my status in the club. We go do a lot of stuff. So to KL, I was the epitome of G status.
I know that's right. I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but of course G Status is no longer around. And we've seen where the network and the people associated with it, where all that has gone, where all of that has gone, all of that has gone, where all of that have gone. No, it definitely has. I want to know what's your reaction to all of this.
Now you want to hit me with a banger. It hurts. I'll say it hurts. Even though, shouts out TTB, did a funeral to G Status, it hurts because to me it definitely felt like I lost something that I cared about. It seems make me feel as if something did die down. The energy, everything that status of the show, it was just abruptly taken away. I don't think there was nobody plans. The show producer, like I said, was running at that time, Ja. After we did season 2 reunion, he had a mental issue where he just abruptly left us alone. We would call me, Devon, KL for 2-3 months before we even dropped the episode, because y'all still had one episode hanging in there, and the reunion never was done. It's like he had issues with the reunion. He kept putting it together, but then the drives kept failing, so he had to go in and do it all over again. That one was, he just tried to do it like 3-4 times, and I think it's mentally draining because you go in there, you spending hours and hours and time putting these shows together. Then, most especially if you putting a show together that's over an hour or at an hour, that's a lot of damn editing, and then you losing the drive where you got to go start all over again, like not from the beginning to the end. It takes a lot. So he had a mental breakdown. KL came back in and tried to save the show, I guess, in a sense, but it just basically put it more in a downward spike. So yeah, it's hurtful. I'm really hurt that show is gone. Yeah, that's all I can say. It felt like a death.
What is your attitude to this industry as it relates to you? Because we heard you say earlier you did 2 seasons of Chasing where you admitted you didn't feel like you got any financial, monetary, or career gains. You got scrapped from season 3, then you go to a new show, new brand, new company. G Status comes up, like G Status was one of the shows, and then now it's gone. What's your attitude about all of that? Like, do you feel like your work is like not bringing fruit, or like it's for nothing?
No, because I always feel like if you do something long enough, something that you enjoy, then the money gonna come.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? As long as you're enjoying it, and I always enjoyed it. And I just felt like, eventually, because Ja was even trying to get us picked up on something as well. So I just felt like the money was gonna come, but it's just the fact that the opportunities was delayed. So of course the money is not gonna be there. On G Status, I did get some money, definitely, and also from the outside of things. Also, then I also became an executive producer on G Status. But so for me to lose all of that, it's hurtful. So I would say to anybody, be careful what you ask for, and when you ask for it, know how to ask for it. Because I asked for this, and in the back of my mind, I never really did ask for the money part of it. So now I look at that and like, in hindsight, well, but speak to God. Okay, well, you did give me this, but I thought this was gonna come, but it didn't come. But still, overall, like I said, just having a 9 to 5, that's enough security for me as far as my stability and my finances.
Yeah. To the people say you can hear feedback, it's because Hakeem doesn't have headphones on. So it's like, but it's totally fine. Listen, we working with it. That I was just talking to, I think, Darius the other day. And we were just talking about like what some of my cast members are doing now professionally. And I just shared with him on like how hurtful it was for me, like being this person that has been on the show alongside a lot of these people. And no, I didn't get, I did get money here and there from chasing when I asked for stuff, to like pay for like scenes and stuff like that. But even like being offered opportunities to have my own shows on the thing, and then even people just, booking me from seeing on the show, it really hurts me when I hear other web reality people not get anything from it, because I know how much time, free time, people, all of us put into these shows, sharing our stories for free, sharing our downfalls for free, sharing our embarrassing moments for free. And as of right now, these shows haven't positioned people in a better place in their career. It really pains me, and that's why I used to try to talk to my cast, and I get on my lives. I used to talk to people about, y'all need to be on the show making y'all money. Fuck not liking a bitch, because none of that shit's gonna matter. None of that's gonna matter.
Yeah,
you got to focus on getting your money and try to further your career, because when this show ends or when you kicked off and they don't want to deal with you no more, you got to pick up and keep on going. It really hurts me to hear people in web reality coming into this game and not really
getting the monetary
getting the money, basically getting the money, and it really, I have a love-hate relationship with web reality. I love it because it's such a raw grassroots place where I like being connected to the people and like hearing stuff and seeing stuff. I don't care nothing about views and stuff like that. I just like being with the people. I love people. But then the hate comes in is because the mindset of a lot of people over here is just like the genre not gonna move forward until the people change their mindset. But I almost want to start something. I won't say like a union, but like something to where like I can make sure web reality people get booked. Like maybe like an agency of some sort, because the money's there. Listen, I've said it. I've made tens of thousands of dollars being on Chasing Atlanta every year just by being on the show and making sure that my scenes look a certain way and that I'm doing these certain things. I almost want to give myself that headache because I don't want to hear this anymore. I don't, when I know there's money in web reality, the people that's running these channels.
Yeah, I'm definitely down with you on that. Let me know. I'm dead in on it. I don't know if I'm missing something. I don't know if reach out to like that, but it's a lot of work, a lot of time, like you said, that goes into this. And for us not to be, what is the word I'm looking for? Compensated.
Mm-hmm.
For us not to be compensated, then that becomes an issue because we do a lot. Seriously, like even you got to make sure your wardrobe right. Go get your hair cut. You got to, it's a lot. That I think we need to be compensated. And I wish you or someone would start a union. I would be down for that 100%.
And it's not so much more of like for the shows to compensate y'all, because we all sign a contract. They all are very, at least they transparent saying, this is what it is, this one it ain't. But at least like some type of mentorship, coaching plan, or somebody to say, bitch, you on this web reality show, or you on a reality show, period, you need to have this set up, you need to be doing this. Your scenes need to be centered around a product. If y'all notice, majority of my scenes on Chasing Atlanta was centered around a product, a service, or a product or a service. If it wasn't my personal life, I was always doing something or present somewhere because I'm showcased. I'm doing this for the next job. Anyways, it's about you. I want to do a quick roll call.
Okay.
Now I don't know everybody who's over there on G status. Y'all forgive me. I ain't being shady. I don't know. But I want to know what's your thoughts on let's start with Charlie.
I like Charlie. I guess.
Anything else?
Not really. I mean, I that's all I can say. I like Charlie. I respect Bonnie. I respect Charlie. He think I'm funny, so I like that part. But That's just. I mean, I think Charlie brought a lot to the show. But as for he and I mean, we got along, but he just really not my cup of tea.
Sherrod.
Sherrod, I find Sherrod handsome. I really like Sherrod. I felt like Sherrod was vulnerable on the show with telling his stories. Even though some things happened with him and Devon, but that's between them. But he and we've always been good. I've seen Sherrod a couple of times outside of the show since last time we filmed. And we're good. We're good. I like Sherrod.
Delicious.
Uh, I like Delicious. Delicious and I made up. We got a chance to talk a couple of times even after she departed from the show. Uh, there was some things, once the show came out, she was just saying she didn't like me to say about her, this and that, woo, woo, woo. But once we talked, we got along, and I can say this right here. I do not think Delicious is racist or is racist. I just think Delicious probably got comfortable with her surroundings, and she just kind of thought she was just one of us, which she is. You know what I mean, in the LGBT community, but I don't think that she's racist, and I hate that happened with us.
I hate that happened to her too. I don't think Delicious is racist either. Her and I were never friends, but we hung out. Like we would see each other at events. I invited her to the studio one time after all that shit was going on because she's always had just been sweet to me, and I had only seen her in a positive light. And I keep every time she comes up, I'm like, I need to reach out. Actually, let me do this right now. If I still got her number, if she still got the same number, it's in this black phone. She was just always sweet, like just sweet and nice. And I feel so bad that happened to her, and I wish it could have steered differently. But everything is a learning lesson, and I'm pretty sure she's learned so much from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Delicious.
Shouts out Delicious.
Who else? The power players over there at G Status. Ike. Ike was over there, and he came to Chasing Atlanta. What's your thoughts on Ike?
I like Ike. I think Ike is sexy. Ike is gorgeous. Ike has been doing some things lately. He went to Zeus. I like that about him. I saw your interview with him as well. But yeah, Ike, say for instance, like by this time became EP for season 2, right? So I myself and Ja, we was going through the audition tapes, and I had seen Ike on there. This one he had his hair taller, straight up, or whatever, and he was just I got out of a relationship. He was saying on the video, whoop, whoop, whoop. Then he started going to this singing, and man, y'all looked at each other like we want him, and so we end up bringing, after we did the full in-person audition, now probably about 20 something people was there came to audition, and Ike was one of the people that we chose because of his personality, because of his looks. He could definitely sing. He had something to bring to the table. So I just thought he was a great pick for this show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love Ike.
Yeah.
Who else over on G Status you want to talk about?
Well, see, since you act like you can't remember, I'm definitely say Devon.
Oh, I already asked about Devon earlier. Yeah, on Chasing Atlanta. Yeah. Don't start no shit now. That's my cousin. Don't start no shit. Me and her's good.
No, it's not. You know it ain't no shit. No, I'm just starting on G Status because this one we became.
I got you.
Closer. We got a chance to reunite.
Okay, so Devon. Let's talk about Devon within the context of G Status.
And rebuild our friendship. I think just like Devon has said, he gave me the opportunity, us to be friends again. Mm-hmm. And I stuck with the word loyalty because I am loyal, but we're close. We just probably talked like 2 nights ago. I would say me and Devon will talk at least once a week, if not every other week. So we definitely still talk. We got a chance to rekindle, rebrand our friendship. Mm-hmm. And we're so strong-headed now as far as not letting people come in and try to put a wedge between us. Anything that goes on, like, brother, you got my number, I got your number, let's call. And like we just talk anything out. I think that's where me and Devon at, and I love that space.
Yeah, no, I love that. I talked to Devon last week, or maybe the week before.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
That's my brother. That's my dog. He always gonna call me. I'm always call him. So we get along really great.
I love that. I love that. So G Status ended up being a better situation for you overall.
Yes, it did. Overall. I think the way that I was shown on G Status was how I thought I would naturally be shown on Chasing. Mm-hmm. That was my intentions, but it just wasn't like that. Like I said, just so much to let me like just be free and just be able to be myself, be authentically Akeem in a sense. I enjoyed that, yeah, and I just feel like I had more respect on that show.
What's your opinion on where reality is now, with you being one of the personalities that ushered in currently what is the height of web reality? You know, the golden era. I'm gonna name it the golden era of
Yes.
web reality. I would say currently, I don't think we're in the golden era of web reality anymore. I think the
Mm-mm.
golden era, honestly, I would say I think the golden era of web reality. Where would I say? I probably would say the end of season 5, chasing Atlanta. That probably would be the end of the golden era.
Yeah, I think exactly what you're saying. At one point in time, it was hyped up, and now just kind of, I won't say died down, but calmed down because it's so many other shows to watch. It like what you want to get into. Like say for instance, like the people that was like the original OGs. I love the fact you said earlier that you was the MVP because you definitely was the
Yeah, but
MVP.
I'm not the OG. I think that's so disrespectful for y'all for me to say that.
Right, but like you said, you still was in the midst of the hype when it was hyped up. But like in the beginning, like it was just hyped up, and I think that's what made the people in the beginning like iconic and make them stars and so remembered because it wasn't as many shows that we have now. So now I think like when these new shows coming out, you got so many. I don't think everybody just jump on bandwagons like they just really remember like we was chasing Atlanta. It's not that same hype anymore. Now chasing Orlando, I think is a good show. It's gonna be good, but a lot of these other shows, it's just like you said, it's died down. It's not the same no more.
It's not the same, and it sucks because that's what gave me my start. And I would love to see the genre continue. I would love to see Chasing Atlanta continue, Chasing Orlando, Chasing Dallas, Chasing New York, Chasing LA, Chasing Miami, G Status Hustle. They got some other shows, The Circle, The Come Up, the Lowdown, The Ins and Out, whoever. I would love to see those shows continue because that's where a lot of us are able to get our training wheels. You know, like that's where I was able to get my training wheels. And
Come on, the Lowdown.
girl, I don't know. It's so many fucking shows. So many fucking shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just glad that I was able to talk to you today. We got to get out of here because I'm actually leading my family reunion meeting at 3:30. So, and I want to be on time. But like, let us know what you got going on right now. Where we can check you out at, and then yeah.
Yeah, y'all can search me everywhere, check me out, everything, Sir Akeem Gianni. And I will definitely make sure I add my comments and everything to my YouTube channel. I saw that message. Just look for me, I suppose. I don't know if I want to say this because I'm still kind of, it's in the air for me, but I'm supposed to be coming out with my own show called Authentically Akeem. But I'm not sure if I want to move forward with that. And I do have the contract for it also, but I'm not sure if I want to move forward with it or do I just want to just simply do the yellow chair. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I'm always going to work um, my 9 to 5. I gotta have to keep money in my pocket. I would say just look out because you never know. It's always something cooking in the kitchen for me. So when I do come out, you will know.
I think you are an icon. I think you are funny. I think you're honestly the funniest person in web reality. I think you're the funniest person. I think you have persona. You have you have a charm. You do have an it factor to yourself, and I would like to see you keep doing like your own thing. Like even if that's just like doing more stuff on YouTube or like talking about shows and stuff like that. I think you're a star, and I would love to see you keep going.
Thank you, Oliver. That means a lot, and I'm so happy for you too.
Thank you, baby.
Because, like you said, the MVP, you have showed a lot of us how to move forward. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us were just here in the beginning, just throwing around, just doing stuff, didn't know exactly what we were doing. Like I said, it took me 3 years later before it really hit me. But I'm so proud of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this time. Thank you for the opportunity. And you know what? This may be our first time on camera together.
It is.
Even though we ain't face to face, but we're still on camera together.
Yeah.
And I totally love you. I totally enjoy what you do, and I watch what you do. And you keep up the good work as well because you inspire me.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. I hate to run out of here,
Yes.
But Akeem, thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna text you, and hopefully this is not the last time, and I want to see more from you. Okay?
Yes, we'll do. Thanks, guys.
Y'all give a round of applause for Akeem, who just gave an amazing Twitch exclusive chat on all things Wear Reality. You have a good one, okay?
You too. Thank you, love.
Listen, I love y'all, but we got to get the fuck, okay? I gotta go. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for watching. Until next time, y'all know what the drill is. Be sure to what? Pray and kick a bitch. Bye.
Yeah. Everybody go. Everybody go. Everybody go. I ain't gon' get a line, but it's better celebrate. Play it one time, you gon' play again and again. Come one, come all.